I just got a message that reminded me of a time when I was in Daisy. Remember Daisy? With Stuart Linkert.
Daisy Chain?
Yep. Daisy Chain. Daisy Love Chain. Daisy Chain was Daisy Chain was Tim Silvers.
Oh, that's right.
And I forget who else was in that band. I would have to look it up on my archive.
Yeah.
And who's got time for that? No, Daisy Love was a band we played at Legends a couple times. This was like we were a band from I think 1989 to 1990, like for 1 year, and we played at parties all over in Puyallup and stuff like that. It was Stuart Linkert played drums, Chad Baker was on bass, Dave Takata was kind of a floating member, and he played cowbell and stuff like that, and he blew bubbles and just did other wacky stuff, sang backups. Ryan Anderson played guitar, and this one time in the summer of '89, there was no outlet for us to play except for a couple parties. And sometimes we would set up randomly, like in Ryan's backyard. We set up a couple times, and the cops came. And we set up at a couple parks. Like we just went to DeCourcy. What's that park in?
Oh, downtown Puyallup?
Yeah. DeCourcy Park. Yeah, we went there and played set once. We had a crowd there for that one. And then one time we went to the school right near where Ryan lived, just right up the street from Heritage Glen. And it's right up the street from Heritage Glen. I don't know. It's just a little elementary school. And this is in the summer, so there's no one around, really.
It wasn't Sunrise. Wait.
Maybe it was Sunrise. I don't know.
I'm trying to remember where Ryan lived.
Ryan lived in Heritage Glen.
So it was Sunrise.
Just a couple blocks up the road, yeah.
At the top of the hill. It was like there was a big valley, and it's like right on top of the other side of the valley.
I can't picture that right now.
On 112th?
No, it wasn't on 112th. Heritage Glen was on 144th and 164th, right? Or no, 100 and something and 100 and something.
Oh.
Honestly,
that's...
I'm the worst at this. I cannot figure out what streets they're on.
That's
right
like
now.
total opposite side of
This is South Hill we're talking about. South Hill Puyallup in the late
side.
80s.
When someone says, "Oh yeah, you turn right on 128th
we're
Street," and
I was talking
I
about
was making a joke.
By Sunrise, but what we're talking about is by where you work. It's like total other side.
I still don't get it.
So we went and set up our gear at this elementary school.
Fruitland?
No, Fruitland is 112th.
I think I turn at the elementary school he's talking about when I go to work.
No, it's not the one on Meridian.
It's not on Meridian. It's behind.
Well, that's like 106th and...
Fruitland Grange is on, or not Fruitland Grange now. Heritage Glen is on 144th.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got that established.
144th.
And this is the school where I'm talking about. We're not talking about anything else other than we set up there this day and we played this show.
That you broke
Heritage. 100. That's
the school's not the important part.
That's on that side of Meridian. Okay, I know. I'm just trying to figure out the location. Okay, I got it.
So, really, the location doesn't matter to anyone but you. And I'm trying to tell a story to the audience. Really, if we're being serious for a second.
All right. I'm trying to
trying to
get all my ducks in a row in my head though, so I don't look confused.
Listen, if the guy in Belgium wants to Google search where I'm talking about, he might, I guess. So it's 144th Street in Puyallup, Washington. It's off of the Meridian. Okay.
Goodbye, gray sky, hello blue. There's nothing can hold me when I hold you. You feel so right, it can't be wrong. Rocking and rolling all week long. These days are on.
Okay, so our band played there this day. We played some songs. We attracted a crowd of kids from the neighborhood who were bemused and befuddled and not really they weren't rocking out. They're just there's a band
going on here?
Playing here. It's just weird. It's weird. And one of the little kids in between songs says, "You guys sound like burnt toast."
Oh man.
Was that a band or was that just
No, it was just
that'd be a good band name.
Yeah,
burnt toast.
We smell like burnt toast sounds, or we sound like burnt toast smells.
Man, that kid gave you a nice burn.
Yeah.
The best name of a band? The best name of a band is Free Beer.
That's good.
I just thought of a good name the other day. The What For?
The what?
For?
The What For?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The wet floor.
I've been trying to come up with a name that has Skunk Works in it. Because Skunk Works was where the government did a lot of secret experimental planes and stuff. And I was going to call it Skunk Works 7. But then I realized that the initials would be SS, so that didn't work.
Yeah, you don't want that. I got to take my shoes off so we can... Yeah. Look at those.
Wow, I like your socks today, Potter.
Oh, thanks.
Those are good socks.
Oh, wow, those are amazing.
Yeah.
Those are the dog socks.
Yeah,
Are those Picasso's?
They got mice. They're cats, too. Cats on the side.
Those are fancy.
Those are amazing. They got sparkles. They're
Amazing.
bedazzled.
Now I've got my shoes off and the show can officially start.
Okay.
Why? Are we starting? Are we here?
I'm like Mr. Rogers.
I've been here for a while.
Yeah, you've been waiting patiently. Well, we talked about guitar parts.
The boys
it's
have to
Memorial
talk about
Day,
things
so we're not
sometimes.
rushing nothing. We're
What's
just
that? Yeah.
You know
Just
what it
letting it
was?
flow.
It does feel better when we
So I
don't
woke
rush.
up and I did a dab, and I was so hungry this morning, and I ate so much just now that it's like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You're just sitting here and you're just like, oh, your eyes are getting tired. I need that.
So
That's
about
what
an
I
hour
need a
through, she'll be
bonk
starting to pass gas and stuff. So
Oh, definitely that part, 100%. I was saying though, now that we're not wearing masks at my work, people are vaccinated or whatever. It's going to be interesting because everyone's so used to crop dusting everybody that now we're just going to have to catch wind, and it's just not fair.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that this had become an epidemic, but I'm not really out in the world all that much.
Well,
Anyway.
I mean, when you're working, you just gotta let loose of a toot sometimes. And
Well,
with the mask, you don't.
it's never been a problem for me. It's just I'm pretty strategic about it.
I
Anyway,
was like doing that at the toy aisle of Walmart. Then go in the next aisle and you hear all the kids go,
Yeah,
"Ew!"
Chris leaves some crop dust all the time. He'll just walk away for a second, but he comes back too fast. That's when his strategy breaks. Is because you
No,
walk and
not all,
yeah.
not all the time.
Okay.
Depends
But I
on how
love him
bad.
anyway.
Depends on what my diet was. If I know, I will make sure that I stay away.
He goes 3 aisles down.
Yeah. And I listen. I listen for the cries.
anyway, welcome to the MAWPCAST One radio program. Hi, we're the hosts. I'm Potter.
I'm Chris.
And Ashlee Marie.
We come here every week. We play songs from Tacoma and the greater Pierce County area, mostly. It's mostly
my
what we
eyes are
do.
watering.
We talk about things like
Crop dusting.
Crop
Yep,
dusting.
passing gas.
Children in a grocery store.
It's funny because we talked about all the music stuff off air, and then we get on the air and we talk about.
That's usually how it happens.
Yep,
so.
we displayed the light. We showed the light. We talked about guitars, guitar necks, guitar parts, guitar stores,
we
music
did.
stores,
Oh.
and then we get to the show and we're like, yeah, fuck it.
Let's talk about
Let's
farts.
talk about farts.
Hey.
Well, when he completes the guitar, we'll have him show you a flash of this fancy guitar that he's making. It's pretty cool over here.
Yeah.
So we got Guitar Works over here.
We've got a guitar corner.
And I'll replug
going
in my light and demonstrate that again. I picked up a cheap light. I'm going to be making a light system for my PA system, that small PA system I could drag around and stuff. And
I went through this weekend on all of our old episodes on YouTube and cut out songs that don't belong. Well, they would belong there, but for one reason or another, there's copyright restrictions that are blocking the videos.
gotcha.
And some of them a couple of them were recent, but they weren't restricted when we uploaded them. And it's like, why did it get restricted out? So maybe someone filed a claim. It doesn't matter. I just go ahead and cut out the song. It doesn't matter to me if a copyright holder or a band, whoever makes a claim, I'll cut the song out.
Right,
if
it's
I
not a
go,
big deal.
yeah, and because the podcast, we do get to play the song, and the whole point is that people can hear songs. And if someone doesn't want their song heard, that to me is counterintuitive to making music.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know,
Especially because we're not making money at
yeah,
this.
we're not doing that.
You know,
Yeah.
They don't
we're
know
trying
that,
to make
though.
They don't
That's-
necessarily.
money.
They
They
don't
don't
necessarily.
know.
And also, some people just don't want their stuff associated with other stuff. Sometimes, maybe that's another
They're
thing.
picky.
I mean, and that's just like, you know, if and it could just happen if your song was used in a movie and you were like, oh, I didn't like that movie. I thought that movie was then that sucked, and you just
It
you don't.
failed in the
yeah.
box office, and you want your damn song out of the movie.
Maybe
Or if
Kevin
somebody's
Spacey was
highly
in,
against pot and they see us pot smoking. Yeah.
Imagine what would have happened if Top Gun flopped.
Terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Do you really think, though, Highway to the... Would that really have been that popular if it wasn't for Top Gun? But if Top Gun flopped, would it still have been popular?
It could have been so. I mean, Kenny Loggins already had a platform. He was already
Kenny Loggins,
established,
right.
so he could have and he was also a big star at the time, big fucking star.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to imagine, but he really was.
Yeah, he was big
No,
at that
I
time.
believe it. He was very popular.
That song from Caddyshack was
Yeah.
huge,
Yeah.
man. And
then
Just putting out all the
Footloose
hits.
I'm all right.
yeah, the song from Caddyshack was really, really big, and it would have been big despite Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Like it was just fucking catchy. Did he? No, that was Lindsey Buckingham who did Holiday Road.
Oh, man, I love
It's a
him.
good one too. I do too. Lindsey
He
Buckingham.
does such good stuff. My favorite one is Trouble, his disco album. It's like disco-y.
I don't know that one. I don't know actually a lot of his
I don't
solo
know if
stuff.
that's the name of the album, but that's one of the songs on the album, and it's kind of a very disco-esque, kind of different.
Yeah,
vibe.
I've not got as much into his solo stuff, although the solo stuff I've heard I've always liked because I've always liked his stuff best in Fleetwood Mac.
Gosh, what a trooper. Watching the love of your life sing about you.
While she's banging your drummer.
Yeah.
Yep.
All for money.
Wait, what?
Lindsey Buckingham and
Fleetwood Mac.
Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac. He had to watch his woman sing about their terrible relationship while she had sex with the drummer and was with, like, what's the fucking dude from the Eagles?
Glenn Fry.
Glenn Fry. She
that
was
the one?
with that guy. The other dude from the Eagles.
Don Henley.
Yeah.
Everybody can complain about their woman, but nobody can complain like Lindsey Buckingham having their ex write a song about them
Yeah.
and force him to
Sure,
sing
they
it.
can. There's actually probably lots of people who can. There's probably lots of similar things going on all the time.
This is like
Every time that song is played, it's that scene all over again.
It is. They did have a very epic rock and roll story. Like, if
Oh,
you get
yeah.
into
They
the
did.
stories of Fleetwood
And
Mac.
you still know they love each other.
Well, that just
It's a
Yeah.
love-hate
like
relationship.
there's lots of eras of Fleetwood Mac though, and all of their eras are crazy and
Yep.
weird and interesting. Like, go back and listen to their old stuff, and there's some good songs in there. Like the stuff with what's his name now that I can't remember his name. Did Oh Well and
The guy who did They Write Me Letters, Tell Me I'm Great. What's his name?
Joe Walsh.
Walsh.
Joe Walsh, thank you.
What did he
I'm
do?
like having a space on him,
What
and I'm
about
like,
him?
she was with him for a long time too. That was the greatest
Wow.
love of her life.
Huh.
That's what she said. But they didn't make it because they're both party too hard.
Yeah.
Party animals. And she
Well,
was
Joe
going
Walsh
through
can't
that
drive
thing
no
with her
more.
nose and the
He was driving 185. He can't drive now.
yeah.
That pissed her off. She was just like, "Fuck, I ain't got to have a guy that can't drive. What the fuck's
Well, he never went home after the parties because he couldn't find the door.
that?" Yeah, I know. That was another thing.
Yeah.
That was a hard record to find when I was a kid because I would buy records and I wanted that record, and that Joe Walsh record just was not common for whatever reason.
Do I have that record?
We have that record.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. I did eventually get it, but we had to have Floyd from Budget Tapes and Records order it for us.
Oh man, budget tapes and records.
Out on South Hill, it was a great place.
I know. That
know
we
that-
actually saw the guy who ended up owning it for a while, and then he turned it into another record store.
Oh, yeah.
And then he moved it to a different spot and opened up a record
Now
store
he's a
on
Night
South Hill
Stalker
still.
at
But now he works at Safeway.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see him because he recognized us and he was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Oh, dude."
You know, that action's kind of high, right?
There's some shenanigans going off on
if I
off
have
screen here.
springs right now, right? So I just don't even have the springs in. Right.
I wish I did it that way because I just did I tried to string in my Floyd on my boogie body, and my fingers just don't work, you know. And I think I stripped out one of my end screws, so I got to.
So old now. You're
Yeah.
like worried about. Oh, it's just gonna snap.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah,
Well, should we play some songs?
Let's play some songs.
MAWPCAST, PopCast. I said PopCast. Damn.
MAWPCAST.
Pop-up video. Bye-bye.
Doesn't matter if I'm in between jobs or in between jobs. College girls still give me blowjobs. Hey, when they in between buzz. See, you can't take the money with you when you go. So I'ma probably spend it all. Turquoise stones and black opals wrapping rose gold. But that don't mean a nigga ball. Nothing lasts forever, I heard. But I'm in no hurry. Hey, it doesn't matter if it's better or worse. Cause I'm not worried. So even if it all falls apart one day, just make sure you catch me. This all means something someday. Yeah, but it might get messy. We finally had to get together and it wasn't no fights. Only time they passed us all day was being polite. Shit, I remember growing up, no heat, no lights, but mama never lied when she said we gon' be alright. It doesn't matter if I'm in between jobs or I'm in between jugs. College girls still give me blowjobs. Ay, when they in between buzz. See, you can't take the money with you when you go. So I'ma probably spend it all. Turquoise stones and black opals wrapping rose gold. But that don't mean a nigga ball. You let them sell you the game. You chose to stay in your lane. No one knows your name. You let them push you around. They ran your name in the ground. You need to take off your crown. You kept your tongue in your cheek. They got my shit on repeat. You ain't unique. I'm getting better each day. I'm on a wave. You in the way. Doesn't matter if I'm in between jobs or I'm in between jugs. College girls still give me blowjobs. Ay, when they in between buzz. See, you can't take the money with you when you go. So I'ma probably spend it all. Turquoise stones and black opals wrapping rose gold. But that don't mean a nigga ball. Doesn't matter if I'm in between jobs or I'm in between jugs. College girls still give me blowjobs. Ay, when they in between buzz. See, you can't take the money with you when you go. So I'ma probably spend it all. Turquoise stones and black opals wrapping rose gold. But that don't mean a nigga ball.
Whoa, yeah. It's been about 47 seconds since the last time you left my door, yeah. And I'm shouting whispers are louder than they've ever been before. I'm asking why this always happens to me. I guess this is what I get when I'm trying to force something to be. Tick-tock, time never stops, and I know you're not looking back. Ooh, no shame, you always change the game and throw my whole world out of whack. My bad, I must took you for a more genuine type of guy. And now in this messy room, it's just me and a little fly. Something that I didn't ask for. And you, what you do, never fails to throw me for a loop. And I'll cry. My expectations were that you would be by my side. And I'll cry. 'Cause at the end of the night, it's just me and a little fly. Ooh, oh. Yeah, yeah. Now I think through the sniffles after concluding I got it bad. After all the mess you put me through, I still want you back. I testify that you are the root of my stupidity, yeah. 'Cause the dummy can tell me I deserve more than what you've done to me. Tick-tock, time never stops, and I know you're not coming back. No, it's the same, I'm the one to blame. Should've looked out for the change of tracks. And my bad for looking out more for you than looking for me, yeah. I guess so, 'cause now I fly and I construct the new we, yeah. All I've got, all I had is something that I didn't ask for. And you, what you do, never failed to throw me for a loop. My expectations were that you would be by my side. Now cry. 'Cause at the end of the night, this is me and a little fly. Now I may be a little bitter about this thing, a touchy subject that I may not wanna let go. And I know I may have brought this on myself, but that don't mean I needed your help. No. No. tell me why all I've got, yeah, is something that I didn't ask for. Yeah, never fails to throw me for a loop. My expectations are that you will be by my side. Now cry. And at the end of the night, it's just me and a little fly. Ooh.
Oh, the suspense is killing me.
That's how that last song ended.
Well, that our song segment wasn't as long as the viewers at home were listening because we took a Fleetwood Mac pit stop.
We did.
But
earlier, we were talking about that.
You heard "Grip the Pig" by Sock Monkey.
Sock Monkey.
Yep.
Sock Monkey.
Speaking of jizz,
Brian Cockrell was in that band. He was the guy. A little quick story about this real quick.
Can we just get back to the songs first?
Yes.
To put context in that, Ashlee was telling us a story about jizz during the break. The song segment. So, what we just heard was "Grip the Pig" by Sock Monkey. "Little Fly" by
That would have
Acacia
been
C.
perfect with the gist.
It was, yeah, it actually was. That was the soundtrack to
I
the
have a
jizz story.
about that one too.
"Little Fly" by Acacia C. "In Between Jobs" by John Crown and Slack Beats. And we started it off with "Los Vargos" by Green Apple Quick Step.
Yes.
Now, Chris, you were telling us about Sock Monkey. And,
Sock Monkey. There is I believe the guitar player's name is Brian Cockrell.
Uh-huh.
And when I worked at Bam Bam Music,
we were talking about Bam Bam Music earlier, too.
We were talking about Bam Bam Music earlier.
Not on the show. But he was.
What?
Go on.
Okay. Okay. I was there one day, and Brian came in, and he goes, "Hey, man, I got this pickup." And it was a pickup. It was a gold Seymour Duncan pickup that was that Warmoth had sent to the guitar player for Bob Marley's band in the Wailers. And it was wound for him. So it was a custom one for him.
So it's only going to sound good with reggae.
Yep. And well, I don't know.
Well,
it sounded great
we'll just
with
assume.
guitar. But anyways, comes up to me and says, "Hey man, any chance you want to buy this pickup?" And I was like, "Well, why?" And he goes, "Well, they wanted a chrome cover and this is a gold cover." So I was just like going, "All right." So I bought it, and it was a cheap price. Let's put it that way. And I had it in this telly that I sold this one guy, and it was just the most amazing sounding pickup. It was just so cool. But I put it into a telly that I just had a hard time playing because I think it was because the neck was too wide or something. It just wasn't.
So you just let Bob Marley's pickup go just like that?
I did. Well, no, it was Bob Marley's guitar players. But yeah,
it doesn't have a nice ring to it, but yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't have another guitar to put it in, and I didn't have a pickup to replace it, and I needed the money. So yeah, but it was kind of a cool story. It's just funny that
well,
Sock Monkey.
It also kind of like to me, there's this episode of Seinfeld where he buys John Voight's car, but it's not the actor John Voight, even though he thinks it's the actor John Voight.
Yeah, I remember that one.
It's actually the dentist John Voight. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What a commercial.
Yeah, so he thought it was something, and it was just like, oh.
Yeah.
So I,
There you go.
You hear that, guys? Maybe you should bring the guitar in the camera.
Yeah. Yeah, we're starting out the
Right, you want that like flat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You gotta adjust the springs in and out.
Yep.
So you get it
To float it.
floating.
And we can bend it equally.
for the listeners at home, we got Rick Casson in the background. I didn't credit you on the last show either. You were in the beginning of the intro, which also at the
Okay, I don't need credit.
the last show.
He doesn't realize, but he's going to be our band. You know, when we go to the band.
You're Max
during
Weinberg.
episodes.
Band phase.
Take us to song.
I got ringers coming in.
Last week on the show, I cut out a ton because we were filled up with space. But there was a lot of stuff that was just excess anyway, like the pre-show stuff when Rick was here and we talked all about Rainbow Valley. All that was cut from the show.
Yeah.
So that's all stuff that we can revisit sometime, anytime.
We should.
Rainbow Valley.
Yeah.
Good times.
Rainbow Valley was a place down in Mossyrock. Is that right? Castle Rock.
Castle Rock.
Castle Rock. I thought it was
wasn't
Mossyrock.
I think it was Mossyrock area, I thought.
Yeah.
There's a Little Rock and there's a Castle Rock.
I don't know.
It might have been Little Rock.
I know there was a lot of little rocks there because I was blazed out of my mind. I remember sitting on the ground and counting them, so I know that there's a lot of them.
Pretty sure the
Did you
exit
count the
was
rocks?
Like, there was a truck stop,
Uh-huh.
and there was like a restaurant right on that weird corner,
Yep.
right?
Was the Rock hitchhiking there?
Mossyrock is a city in Washington.
Yes.
City of
We
Mossyrock.
also have a campground there that's pretty badass.
Well, let's find out. Because Little Rock, Arkansas is going to come up. Is what's going to come up.
Arm
right.
It was the first one. Little Rock.
Yeah. Little Rock, Arkansas is the most famous Arkansas. Then Little Rock, California is the next most famous Little Rock. Sorry, I
Is there a
misspoke
Little
there.
Rock, Washington?
It doesn't look like there is.
I didn't think there was. I think it was in the Mossyrock area.
What about Castle Rock?
That you're thinking of Stephen King right now with the Castle Rock.
Isn't there a castle? I think there's a Castle Rock, though. That sounds familiar.
Oh, there is a Castle Rock, Washington.
And what's the exit?
City of Castle Rock. Well, see, now you ask these questions like I didn't look at the exit of the first one, and
So now we got to go back and
Yeah.
find the
I know.
exit for the first one.
It's been longer than 10 minutes to tune.
City of Castle Rock is in Cowlitz County.
Yeah, that's why it sounds
Pretty sure
familiar.
that's- yeah.
Well, Lewis County was where
But
the other
I'm
one was.
thinking it was Little Rock, and it was before.
There's no Little Rock.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, but what about Little Rock? I know there's a Little Rock.
Little Rock.
you know what? Let's try Rainbow Valley.
There we go. Let's see.
Rainbow Valley founder and marijuana activist Gideon.
Gideon.
Yeah, Gideon. He was
That's his name?
He was the main guy.
What a badass name, Gideon.
Let's see if they show.
Rainbow Valley.
So Rainbow Valley was a big party place back in the 90s.
1967? Oh, there it is, 1995.
This is it.
Hey, look at those vans and those buses.
It's all falling apart. The story's falling apart. We're trying to tell the people about the Rainbow
Trying to
Valley.
figure it out.
Yeah.
It was like a miniature
Well,
ice
let me
festival.
see it.
It was nothing like that.
But
It was,
just like
just an excuse to do drugs.
Let me look at the
there was
video.
bands playing and shit.
There
like
was
that.
a lot of bands that got to play out there, yes. It was just, you know,
I just want to look at the cars, man.
hippies trying to relive the 60s is what they wanted to do. And,
My kind of people.
well, the hippies learned their lesson and they got jobs, you know.
A lot of them.
And
Most
this
of
is why I just want to make pillows, man. I want to be free bird, man. I want to be out on the road.
Yeah,
I want to see the stars, man.
there's that. There's nothing wrong with that.
I know. It's just how I want to live my life. Oh, they had kind beads? Wow, I wonder what they use that for. Doo-doo. Crickets. That's pretty cool. What a fun time to be alive, right?
Yeah, I got lost there.
You
I'm sure
know,
you did, Chris.
everyone had a good time and a bad time there, like simultaneously. Like there's always like something that, you know, it's just like your normal kind of camping, but it was camping and partying, and so you know.
Oh, fuck, the truck's stuck.
Yeah.
There's no food.
Yeah, we're out of food.
Yeah, there's lots of beer though.
There's
A
my
lot of beer, unless there wasn't, because alcohol eventually got outlawed, and that did happen. The Prohibition era of Rainbow Valley.
Yeah.
And
Nobody went.
what's that?
Did people stop going?
No, but
People still went?
it did affect it. There was a lot of things that because it was like it was a nuisance to the townsfolk, the simple folk of,
Right.
of whatever rock Washington.
Little Rock.
Mossyrock. It's not Little Rock. God damn it. There's no fucking Little Rock, Washington. Is there? Did we determine that? Let's look. Let's look again. If we didn't.
Why don't you put Washington at the end of it instead of just Little Rock?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Because I didn't actually do that.
We're going to figure this out.
There is a Little Rock, Washington.
And
He's right.
really close to Rainbow Valley.
So there really is a Little Rock.
So, no. Okay, God damn it. Because Little Rock is in Thurston County. Okay? So that's 3 fucking different counties. You got Thurston, Lewis, and whatever the fuck other one. These are different counties. They're all in different counties.
Yeah, well, Thurston is that's Olympia.
Okay.
So
maybe you're right.
That's not too far from.
Man,
Where's
all these-
Lewis County then?
All these people all over
Lewis
the
County
world
is
are like, what
next
the hell?
county
After Thurston.
Yeah.
I think every state has a little town called Little Rock.
So Mossyrock is in Thurston.
Mossyrock
Is in
Lewis.
okay, and so it's not in
Right,
Mossyrock.
Mossyrock is like near the Cowlitz, right?
I don't know that.
Come on.
Like I can't tell the difference between the Carbon and the Puyallup. Like one is there and the other one's there also. They're rivers over there.
So it's pretty close. I see some issues.
Your guitar there? Or are you going to present it to the audience?
Yay,
Yes.
let's see it. Yes.
Lights and the camera.
Let's
see
show
this.
everybody. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So now you have to be credited because you're on the air.
All right.
Otherwise, you can sue us.
Beautiful.
Look at that. Is that
Yeah.
awesome or what?
It's a custom-made Frankenstrat.
Frankenstrat, a little too glossy. The nut bridge is too high. So
Nut bridge.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Ashley. Sorry.
All right.
Thank you.
Here we go. That was beautiful.
Yeah. So Little Rock is where this
We were still going back to Little Rock.
Little Rock.
well
is-
no
I'm just going to see if it says anywhere on there where it was.
Exactly where the
oh I wouldn't deny it. I just didn't believe
valley is in Little Rock.
I just didn't believe it existed. I thought it was Mossyrock because that was what was in my brain.
Oh, Gideon died.
Well, that's sad.
Oh, 2017.
A while
That was
back.
a while
Yeah.
ago.
But yeah, it was news. It made
This
it
just says
fire
it's in
with
Olympia.
Um,
Oh, he died in Olympia. Never mind. Hold on. Rainbow Valley in South Thurston County.
well, I've confirmed
Rainbow
it.
Valley celebrates Jesus and Pot 1997.
Yeah, they
The
love
shopping
Jesus and pot.
mart.
What the hell? Was that like some kind of ad campaign they were trying to put on?
I guess so.
Folks?
Well, here I'll read this article. This article is from the Chronicle.
Yeah.
I don't know where the Chronicle is based out of, but it says Rainbow Valley celebrates Jesus and pot in 1997, just like Ashley said. This article is by. It doesn't say who it's by right here, but it was posted in 2007, so 10 years after. On May 26, 1997, nearly 2,000 people were gathered on the muddy fields of Rainbow Valley farm along near Black River near Little Rock for a weekend near religious euphoria, camaraderie, and music. Owner Gideon
Are you listening
Israel
to this?
said the first.
Are you reading it?
What's that?
So I was asking if he was listening.
Oh yeah. Owner Gideon Israel said the first of 4 scheduled weekend event was an opportunity for followers to worship Jesus Christ and to plot the end of what he called the Hemp War. Israel had held similar events at the site since 1989. We are exercising the teachings and life of Jesus Christ. Marijuana is a sacrament, Israel said. So it just goes on and on.
Oh, I see his angle now.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you.
Because if you can claim it's part of your religious, right, practice,
It is. It's
and
a.
you're on your property or whatever.
It is actually. It is a. It would be a component of. What did they anoint with? The oil is it like It's part of an anointment oil. Like so, like they can trace it back to like Jews in like the Holy Land, in the time of Jesus and stuff like that. So, yeah, you can easily then say that. Yep, and I remembered all about that. That's right too.
Is it hemp seed oil?
I don't know. I don't.
Plant,
The details are not fresh in my mind. The plant itself is what there? You're saying?
medicinal.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Medicinal.
Medicinal.
So, yeah, there was a lot of parties and bands that played there over the years.
Oh.
It was,
That looked like a fun party.
it was sometimes fun and it could be hectic too.
It was,
like,
yeah.
But by the third day of being there, you were tuckered out.
You want
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
And you were usually like exhausted of all supplies too.
Yep.
Yeah, by then.
Right.
Yeah.
Time to go. Pack up the van. Let's get the fuck out of here.
The
Not a
pulsating
pot.
color of light is affecting me.
Oh yeah,
Is it
that
bothering
little
you?
drum table keeps
It's
flashing.
not bothering me. No,
Alright.
it caught my attention. Oh yeah, I was looking through some stuff that used to be on my dashboard. I found this very sparkly
Oh,
rock.
that's a sparkly.
Oh,
I mean, you
I
can't-
love that rock.
You almost can't sparkle more than that rock does.
Man, I wish I sparkled like that rock.
No, you do, Ashley.
Oh, thank you. I
I
love
also
that rock.
found a Yoda. Oh yeah, and a bonker.
A bonker.
A bonker.
So, you know, you might see these sometimes still, like these big ornament.
That's a small one too.
It is
You're right.
pretty small. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So what I'm holding in my hand is a small round orb, and it came off of one time a large assortment of grapes. They would look like grapes. There'd be like a branch,
What?
and these.
They're like those colored grapes you see at Goodwill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all those.
exactly.
Yeah, we cut those off and we'd use those as marbles.
Yep. So
Ah.
in the whenever these were made, I think they were probably really big in the 70s.
Yeah.
They adorned a lot of people's coffee tables or
Yes.
corner tables
Yep.
or
funny. I
something
didn't
like
know
that.
that.
So then I was unfamiliar with the whole world of marbles of any kind until I went to Ording Elementary for a while. And when I got to Ording Elementary in like third or fourth grade, I think it was third grade. Maybe I started in second grade there. I don't even remember. But when I got to Ording Elementary, all these kids played marbles. The boys particularly played marbles. They all had their little Crown Royal bags or their
yeah.
socks full of marbles.
That's funny.
And they had different kinds of marbles. They had some like regular size marbles, you know, just your standard marbles, like this size, you know. Then they had the next size up, which were boulders.
Yeah.
This is even kind of a small boulder because the boulders are
I
a little
love
bit.
marbles.
And then they had the next size up, which was
That's
bonkers.
Freaking huge.
Yeah.
And the bonkers were acquired from those grape things. That was
Yeah.
the only place you could get a bonker.
Yeah.
There was also Steelies. Now Steelies also were their own category,
Yeah.
but they were also
They're ball bearings, metal ball bearings.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and Steelies could get really big also. So
Yeah.
the problem with the Steelies is that they would break your marbles or bonkers.
Yep.
Like and
Not the best
yeah,
one.
but also they were
I
coveted.
ruined a lot of people's stuff because my dad worked at Boeing and I got big bearings.
Well, see, Steelies were also coveted, you know. So you wanted
Yep.
to play someone with a Steely, but you
Yep.
risked both losing your marble
and having
or
destroyed
breaking
at
your
the same
marble.
time. Yeah.
And the rules were simple. It was like this. It's like you'd be on the field, the play field at recess, and you'd have your marble bag, and you'd see, you'd be with your buddies, and there's these guys. Let's go see what they've got. You know, just go up to them and say, hey, you guys want to play? Oh, sure, let's play. What you want to play? It's like, what do you got? And you start showing your marbles, and you'd show your marbles all over here, and they'd show theirs. You know, oh, I like that one. That one's good. That's got some good stripes in it, man. Or that one's like, like what are they
That's
called?
a looker.
Yeah, the pearlies or
Oh, yeah.
just different things. And it's like, and then you know you were trying to get bonkers, like because the bonkers were the rarer ones, and
Right.
and they were also easier to play. Like if you were playing with bonkers, and you were just like it was an actual sport,
Yeah.
like at that point. So, and there were different sizes of bonkers too, and then different colors, and then different quality. Because if you played your shit a lot, it could get damaged or scuffed or shit like that. And if you played them a lot, they could get scuffed. But then if you were on the field for a while and you start seeing these, you could covet the guy's scuffed up one. He's like, oh man, that one's really good, man. It just wins all the time. You won it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so there's lots of politics on the playfield with
Yeah.
the bonkers
Apparently
and
it's
the
bonkers.
marbles.
Oh.
Yeah. And you'd still play marbles too, but anyway. So once you'd established that you wanted to play for that marble of theirs, and they wanted to play for yours.
Yeah.
Well, you first established we're playing for keeps.
Yeah.
Playing for
Right.
keeps, right? We're playing for keeps.
Right.
Yeah.
You heard that, everybody. You heard that, Jeff? Hey, you hear that, James?
Yep. So
Mark, you hear that in the back?
then,
Keeps.
then once we've established that we're playing for keeps, then we're like, okay. So then we set the terms, and it's like, well, mine is way better than yours. It's more rare. It's more nice. It's in better condition.
Yep.
So
You have to hit me 3 times.
You have to hit me 3 times.
Yep.
And I get to hit yours twice. And I get to go first. I get to throw first.
Yep.
Like I get to throw mine out there first. So you get to shoot first. And these would be the things. And so once those were agreed upon, then we go. And then they're like, okay, so if you're going first, you're gonna throw your shit as fucking far as you can, because they're not gonna be able to hit it in one shot. Like that's the whole objective, is then to hit your opponent's marble or bonker or whatever. So if you've got the steely and the other guy wants that steely, you have to hit that steely 3 or 4 times.
Right.
And he's gonna huck that fucking thing as far as
You know what I would do?
Huh.
I would throw it up.
Yeah.
So it'd go up and then stick it in the ground.
Oh.
Then they would try to hit it. It would bounce over the top. And I could just dig it up. And
that is a good one. But when you start getting in close proximity, man, then you
it's harder.
Yeah. And you have to have a good aim too.
Yeah.
Like it taught you a lot about winning and losing.
And then the throw. There's all the throw. You have to let it go before a certain line. You can't, reach your arm totally into it and stuff. And
that all depends on like how close you are.
Yeah, closeness and stuff.
Yep.
Or if you actually have to shoot it.
Yep, Bonkers, they were rad, and I've always wanted to have a whole bunch of them. Even still, I would like to have a whole bunch of them, just so I can show all those kids. Those fucking kids, man.
I got them all, motherfuckers.
I remember my mom had a bushel of those grapes, and I was taking them off one by one. Eventually, she figured out, what's going on here?
Stop taking my grapes.
What's going on? Are you guys breaking this stuff and just not telling me?
Yep, something's happening, Mom. We don't know what it is. It must have been Bonnie. It must have been.
Yeah, it had to have been Bonnie.
Anybody else but me.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna hear a treat right now.
Song time.
I've been looking for this for a while.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Look a little deeper. Look a little deeper. So you wanna know what's on my mind, baby? Should I tell you, girl, or keep it locked away inside of me? Days we spend together and the hours that we're apart should let you know exactly what is in my heart. Look deep in my eyes. Look deep in my eyes. Look a little deeper. Look deep in my eyes. Look a little deeper. Since we started yesterday, I do love you, girlie, I must say. 12 times dearer, 12 hours longer, one night deeper, one night stronger. Look deep in my eyes. Look deep in my eyes. deep in my eyes. Oh, look deeper. Look deep in my eyes. Stay with me, be with me, stay with me, baby. Look deep in my eyes. Look a little deeper. Look deep in my eyes. Look a little deeper. Well.
chances relentless. An open inside, endless repeating. An open inside, chances relentless. An open inside, endless repeating.
dream I can't wait from. I don't comprehend. You take me to places
Hi, everybody. We're back. We just
Hi, we're
played
back
a
from songs.
whole bunch of songs. Just a long, huge list of songs. We heard... I might see if I can get through this.
Is there water? Is there any water left?
We all need water. Yep, water.
Water.
There's a hair on it.
Fluid. Hair.
You know when your hair's really clean and that's like when all your hair just kind of starts falling out. That's what's going on today with me.
All right. Now that I've had a drink of water.
Because I don't feel like wearing lipstick.
Oh,
You and your problem.
it doesn't bother him later, so I don't know why he's talking about it now.
Okay. So, songs we heard were Take Me by Deadly Nightshade Botanical Society. We heard Solid State by the Sky Giants. We heard All for the Best by the Rusty Cleavers. And we heard Deep in My Eyes by Essence.
Deep.
Yes.
Song
in
from
my eyes.
1983, I think.
Deep in my eyes.
Hey, let me see my light.
Okay.
Why don't you plug it in again?
Well, because you can't hold it.
Why not? Why?
Let it
Is
go.
the remote over there?
Yeah.
That's
a
the
good thing.
magic.
Do see the
Yeah.
light.
Let's show the people.
Oh.
Can you give me the remote, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been. I need to build up sort of a light system for my
We've been fiddling with
PA stuff. So I picked these up. These are only around $25 each and stuff, but it's got a remote. And I think because of this, it says DMX2 on it, on the remote. I'm thinking that if I connect multiple together, that one remote will work with all of them. So it's kind of cool because you can just push buttons, change colors. Are you shining at? Shine over there. Kind of cool. But it's got this one thing that this will, if you get seizures there, so like, you don't want to look at that.
Don't look at that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of seizure action going on there. But this is like gradual, so it's like fading in and out. I think I can't tell because Ashlee can't keep it still. Wait, maybe it's this one.
You're not talking under your mic very well.
I have it in my face.
Oh.
No, talk about me. It's me. It's never you. I'm the one that fucks all that stuff up.
Bars.
Here's automatic. Let's see what that does. Let's see. That's just like blinking, but it also has sound activated. So I hit that, so you can just like hit it. Hey, wait. So that's sound activated right there. So you just like tap it and it'll change.
Oh.
It's got a jump. I'm hitting jump now. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
It'd be funny if we got a copyright strike for that.
Oh, for the stuff?
Nobody knows what song that is.
Everyone knows what song it is.
They should just appreciate that I love it that much.
Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of cool. It's got the light. Ashlee still can't hold its shadow.
Laughing.
So, yeah. But it's kind of cool. I might have a bunch of these, and eventually, probably in a couple shows or stuff, I'll have it set up here, and then you can actually see it all and stuff.
All we need is a disco ball in the kitchen. Put these bad boys up and
yeah. Oh, I know. I need to get another disco ball stuff. All right, so let's just turn this off here. See, that's kind of cool.
It has that new smell.
Yeah, I don't care for the remote too much because
you know that smell.
That's what I miss about baseball and cards and stuff is the way they smell. Like
just that smell.
When I first started getting the cards, I was like, I'm not gonna like the way that it smell, but I sure do. Yep.
And it blows. There's a blower back there.
Okay, so it tells you exactly what battery it takes, so that's kind of cool.
The plastic at home, please.
Yeah. Right here. Go ahead and put that
Disclaimer.
back there.
Disclaimer.
Thank you very much. So, yeah, my little light
most
demonstration.
plastic I don't like. What's that?
Oh, it's just saying that's my light demonstration.
Yeah, thanks, because it filled up some time. We needed to fill that up.
Yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Yeah, it's a couple of minutes.
Now I'm going to take the X-Wing and fly it around.
Okay. You do that. See if I have anything on my notes.
So are you going to be on the show?
What?
Potter?
What show?
You know the show.
No, I'm not.
No.
No. I was way too late to. I applied for Big Brother. Is that what you're talking about? I was way too late to. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell you anyway if I was. Just.
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't be able to.
I would have signed a non-disclosure agreement.
Well, he would go.
And also, he wouldn't be here.
Well, yeah, it doesn't start until July.
Yeah. But you would have had to let me know that I need to do the podcast without you.
Yeah, that's unlikely to happen. Even if I had a better video, I sent in a bad video. Like when I sent in the video, I was going through the thing, and first of all, it was like way late in the process. They were almost probably done casting already. It was just still open, so I just sent it in. And the video was too big, so I had to lower the quality, and the quality was so low that you couldn't. It wasn't good. So. Made the video no good. And
well, now you gotta do it ahead of time.
Well, yeah, I've got a whole
the
year.
Next time.
Yeah, like so, and also.
And you could do Survivor too.
I'm not gonna do Survivor because of the whole starving. Like,
we have enough health issues at our age. We don't need
I have health issues that are related to starving. So if I were to go on there, it would trigger all those things again. Yeah,
it wouldn't be a good thing.
Yeah, and. Yeah, so I've got to maintain a steady diet, like at least a fairly relatively steady thing. Yeah. Can't do drastic. People who go on Survivor just once can come back with wacky thyroid issues and stuff like that because you're starving, and starving yourself can affect your body in all kinds of ways that you don't think about. And in our lives, people do it all the time. Like there are 20s, we party, or chicks who are trying to maintain an image. They just inadvertently starve themselves or become malnourished in one way or another. And we're all used to it. We don't think about it. If alcohol is a significant portion of our diet, which for a lot of us, a part of our life it was or is, it's just like during that portion of your life where alcohol is a significant portion of your diet, then you are lacking something during that time. You're not getting enough of something probably, or you're being depleted of something probably, or being affected by something probably. And if you tend to like a lot of people I knew in their 20s, late teens, early 20s, partied hard and didn't eat well, if at all, a lot of days, and they would just party, and just so those times affect people. Models, they're affected hardcore. It's just part of their job. Other people, parts of their job. Football players, for instance, I talk about this all the time.
Actors too, because they have to do it
Mark
up
Wahlberg
and down.
Just did
Depends
that
on the
for a
movie and.
Some of these people who do that, they go to great extremes, yes, and like gain a lot of weight or lose a lot of weight, and so all across the board, these are all sacrifices people make to do the things they want to do in life. That's just what we come down to, and
but it's like so crazy. Like when you're an actor and you're not doing any movies right now, but you live a certain way, and you're like, okay. I wake up at 2 a.m., I take a shower, I do the gym thing at 4 a.m., and then I take a break, and then I go back into the gym, and then, like, their whole life is kind of wrapped around, like, being fit.
Yep.
And then you're offered a movie role, and you gain, like, 20 pounds. Like, your body's probably just, like, flipping its lid, Because that's what Mark Wahlberg just did. And he, it's just crazy.
Athletes like a boxer, for instance, who's got to maintain weight, so they've got to maintain a strict diet and an extreme regimen of athleticism all day long, doing stuff. Eat your chicken breast, eat your rice, do this, go punch this thing, go run 10 miles, lift this thing a bunch of times, do it.
Eat chicken.
And then they have their big fight or whatever they do, right? And then afterwards, like, oh fuck, I can eat pizza again and ice cream. Give me a tub of ice cream and just all the shit. And then they gorge themselves, and then they get a little out of shape. But that, and I just hear just people like when I haven't listened to it for a while, but the Pat McAfee show, he would always talk about stuff like that, how different athletes do that to varying degrees because they're just going through these things that their deprivation and their
deprived,
and so those things are looked at for a lot of these people as, oh, that's the reward for this. Like, I can go and eat like shit for a couple of weeks after that. Or some people are like, no, I never, ever, ever eat like shit, and I just got to keep maintaining fuck, because this is my bread and butter. It's what I make money off.
Right.
Huh?
It's all choices.
Well,
yep, and all
choices
catches up to you.
Now.
Song time.
I start feeling funny inside every time I think of you. And if something comes between our lives, time will bring it soon. I hope it's not too late to bring back what we had. But we are two different
I got the cash in the shoebox, the stash in the tube sock. Federal Reserve, I got the flag on the rooftop. A snitch drops every dime he has on the jukebox. In too deep, watch, pass him the oo-wop. Posse on Broadway, fiends in the driveway. Broccoli Monday to Oxy on Friday. Call me on Sunday, it's probably gon' vibrate. Some days I be on the Hollywood highway. Niggas on TV, talking all greasy. When they was on the block, they was soft like a sea breeze. First you was Pac, now you a lot like Houdini. Talk the talk, but nigga, you can't read your graffiti. I'm Leroy the Great, your highness. Your majesty, royalty at its finest. Concrete jungle, loyalty from the lions. All that glitters ain't gold or diamonds. I said I'm Leroy the Great, your highness. Your majesty, royalty at its finest. Concrete jungle, loyalty from the lions. All that glitters ain't gold or diamonds. All that glitters ain't gold, but it's different if it glows. If I pitched it, don't get it twisted, I get it sold. I get it and I mix it and I sit it on the stove. When I finish it, I flip it and you sniff it in your nose. It's only appropriate, yeah, the flow dope, not coke. What I wrote, overdosing off opiates. Product of my environment and associates. The top is the loneliest, the bottom is the phoniest. Niggas gon' criticize, cause they get victimized. I can look them in the eye and tell these niggas hypnotized. Listen, I live the life you can't memorize. This rap shit started with some belt-driven Geminis. Lesson in language, the word is a weapon, it's dangerous. Next generation, I'm next to be famous. Tell them what the name is, Leroy the Great. Bow down in the presence of greatness. I'm Leroy the Great, your highness. Your majesty, royalty at its finest. Concrete jungle, loyalty from the lions. All that glitters ain't gold or diamonds. Look. They rolled out the carpet when I showed up. They've been throwing flowers on the floor since I woke up. I'm the King Cobra, I've been on that Oprah. Bruce Leroy, feeling more like showing up. My eye on the world, you got your eye on the girls. I'm the king, you the prince, tricking diamonds and pearls. I kick that shit that you wish you write in your journal. I can tell the difference between live and rehearsal. No more middlemen, they need more discipline. I hold the door and the pistol when I stick it to businessmen. Gangsta and a gentleman, I need some more Benjamins. The chief, I call you if I need some more Indians. I told you about the flow, but I'ma show you the laser. King of the castle, holding the calculator. Wow, you kicked 1,000 blows about paper, slit his throat and stick him in the moat with the alligators. I'm Leroy the Great, your highness. Your majesty, royalty at its finest. Concrete jungle, loyalty from the lions. All that glitters ain't gold or diamonds. I said I'm Leroy the Great, your highness. Your majesty, royalty at its finest. Concrete jungle, loyalty from the lions. All that glitters ain't gold or diamonds.
Probably just wore that all the time.
Frozen, like he decided, I'm very cool right fucking now, and I'm never changing. And he was kind of like a Clint Eastwoodish kind of just he was weathered and just old and looked like he might have a body in the trunk. Like it's just like he was just getting ready to launder some money because he's had a few cars to swap, parts on and get them back out on the streets. Then he was back off to Vegas. Just didn't want to hassle with anything. That was just how he looked. I
love those kinds of people.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. They're happy.
They're not always so happy.
Well, they look like it.
He did not look happy.
He was old.
See? Yeah. Well, when you're that old,
good times
boy.
are old.
Yep.
For the poor man. We were talking about Johnny Carson's show and how 50s, like how if you were 50 in the 70s, like what would you have worn that would have been cool and not, corny? No. Sorry if corny's not a good word. But I'm just going to use it.
I like the Hugh Hefner look.
Yeah, just
that's what I would have, a smoking
silly.
Jacket.
Smoking jacket.
So we were talking about how
pajamas,
blazers and turtlenecks and really nice shoes and stuff is what you'd probably wear. Wingtip shoes, what Chris said.
Wingtips.
But song list.
Yep, we played some songs. What did we hear there? I moved the list so I can't see it because I was looking ahead to the point where we're not going to be here anymore. We just heard Bruce Leroy doing Leroy the Great. We heard If You Listen by Queenie Blast Pop. We heard Where's My Girl by X Gods.
Where's my girl?
And we heard Na 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 by Yellow Snow.
Na na na.
By Yellow Snow.
Yep, it's another band from the 80s.
Hey.
And that's that.
That is
Yeah.
that.
Never eat the yellow snow, though.
Don't eat the yellow snow. That's
You
good
can
advice.
listen to it, but don't eat it.
You'll listen to it? Well,
Yellow snow.
okay, yeah, sorry. I was like, what are you
Oh, yeah.
put your ear to it?
Yeah, put my ear to piss snow. Yeah, that sounds like a
That's
great
what
idea.
he was. Sorry.
Focus!
I'm sorry. I told you I ate a lot this morning. I got the Thanksgiving feels, you know,
the
when you're
grogginess.
full, and
Thanksgiving
you're warm.
grogginess.
You're warm and you're cozy and you got your friends around and you're
Yeah.
chilling. That's what it's all about. And the weed also makes me tired sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think that's for most people. You know?
The weather is great outside. Tomorrow, wait.
It's so freaking hot right now.
Is
It's
it
like
Yeah.
tomorrow it's supposed to be 80?
I don't know.
It's supposed to get hotter this week. And
Wow.
Wednesday is supposed to be the hottest day.
Really?
Crazy.
Let's check
And it's
this
only
out.
Monday.
Yeah, we're not even in summer yet.
Right.
It's just the prelude to summer.
Okay. Well, it's 73 degrees right now. Well, they're saying tomorrow 84 and Wednesday 84. But then by Sunday 59.
That's a
It'll-
drastic change.
That is a big change.
Yeah.
Wait, Wednesday?
Yeah, because it goes 77 today is what they're saying. 84 tomorrow, 84
Oh, okay.
Wednesday, 77 Thursday, 73 Friday, 64 Saturday, and 59 Sunday. But of course, Friday it's going to be partly cloudy, early day, and then turn to rain. Same with Saturday, and then Sunday is supposed to be raining all day, I guess.
Right.
Well, what I've noticed about the weather recently is it's been like the weather analysis, the weather reports, is they've been fairly accurate, but not completely accurate. Like there's often less rain than they say, or more rain than they say.
And
Yeah.
we've had a couple like stormy, windy kind of days that really weren't reported.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The super windy, what was it, like 2 days ago when the trees were going
What about the
crazy?
other day that was raining,
Thursday it rained
Hailing.
like
Yeah.
crazy.
sunny, and windy all at the same day?
Great
So-
days that day, Thursday.
Yeah.
I got my shot though. I had gotten my second COVID
Wait, was
shot
it Thursday?
on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Thursday because I got my second COVID shot and we went out to breakfast. And I felt like hell. And the sky was turning gray. And I was like, you know what? We're going to turn this vacation in because I'm going home for a few days. And so
Yeah, we had
I
plans to go
spent
see
a
your
couple
dad
days
and stuff. It just
sleeping.
didn't happen.
And watching the storm from my window.
Yeah.
Yeah. It got me. But, you know, it gets some people.
I was laying around and had finished watching like 10 seasons or so of Big Brother, and I have this Paramount app currently, so I'm just thumbing
Oh,
through
yeah, you were
it.
talking about the...
Yeah, and there was Indiana Jones, and all the Indiana Jones movies. Like, oh yeah, well that makes sense because they're owned by Paramount. Now I thought this was all it lumped in with the Disney acquisition of Lucasfilm because this was all under the Lucasfilm umbrella, and I don't know where but if you again, you know, all those movies have the Paramount logo on the front of it, and Steven Spielberg did direct them, and so I don't know how this if they're ever going to go to Disney at all. I don't know what to do. I know that Disney's got the young Indiana Jones stuff on there, right? Don't they?
No,
They don't.
I don't think so.
Oh, well, maybe they don't have any of it. Maybe we don't know. It's very possible. That's weird and too bad.
That's
Because
my favorite ride at Disneyland.
Indiana Jones. I've not ever been, but it sounds fun.
It's the best. Yeah. Maybe that should be on the bucket list. We need to create a bucket list. And we need to take the fans with us on our adventures.
Go on tour, or
We
yeah,
need to go on tour.
yep. Have a
MAWPCAST
podcast.
vacations.
Uh-huh.
I
That
love
would be
it.
great.
Well, we have a hot tub one coming
Yeah,
up.
we do. That's coming up.
It's a funny thing about the hot tub. Twitch, familiar with Twitch,
Uh-huh.
you know what Twitch is? It's just like YouTube, but it's not like YouTube. It was more for gamers. Twitch used to be Justin TV. And Justin TV was, again, like YouTube, it was nutso at the time. YouTube in its infancy was kind of nutso. It had a lot. You could find
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
stuff.
a lot of stuff on
Uh-huh.
YouTube. Because people were just uploading stuff all day. And Justin TV is a wrong hit for anyone if they want it. If you don't want it, you don't have to have it. It's fine. You don't need to go to sleep. You can do whatever you want. It's not being pressured. So Justin TV was super nutso, and it evolved into Twitch.
That's fine.
Um,
No, you can have it. No, you're looking at me like I'm crazy.
Oh, was he giving it to you?
No, you're good. Take it.
Oh.
it's whoever
Yeah,
wanted
He
it.
said whoever.
Oh, all right.
You're just
Well, I got
looking
it.
at me.
I didn't know if either of you wanted it or not. So Twitch, it became more for gamers predominantly as it grew and grew, but it's not exclusively for gamers. And Twitch has a lot of girls who want to not necessarily be gamers. They just want to get money from Twitch, and they'll do whatever they can to get money from Twitch. But some of them cross boundary lines because Twitch has a lot of restrictions. I don't even think you can kiss on Twitch. Like I've seen people smoke weed on Twitch. I don't think that's a problem, but maybe it
Right.
is. But I mean, I've watched a lot of live streamers do it, so I don't know. But some things you can't do, and you can't be too suggestive. And a lot of girls are like they'll wear yoga clothes and they'll bend over a lot. And they'll go, I just got to go grab this thing. And then go grab the thing. Just various stuff like that.
Right.
And then lately, hot tub streaming has become big deal on it because they're finding a loophole. It's like, oh, we're in a hot tub. Like we can be in a bikini because
we're in a hot tub.
it's contextual. Like if I was in a hot tub, I would wear a bikini. So I'm gonna live stream from a hot tub.
All right, so
You
I'll
get
do the
money.
hot tub in a bikini.
Now YouTube doesn't have restrictions like
no,
this.
no banana hammocks. We aren't doing MAWPCAST banana hammocks for you guys.
that Borat bathing suit would be pretty good.
No, right.
Yeah, that one. The over-the-shoulder one?
my
Oh, yeah, I
gosh.
gotta get
You can
that
get
one.
those at Spencer's.
Yep.
Yeah.
We should get those and do it. That'd be awesome.
But I believe it. People gotta make money, so do what you do. And if you're getting thousands and thousands of dollars for literally sitting in a hot tub in a bikini, then
It's a big it's the current war on Twitch right now is the mainstream streamers versus the hot tub meta.
I think they
streamers.
should just go to OnlyFans. That would be my suggestion.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, why do you have to post on Twitch? I mean, if you're not doing anything that Twitch really is meant for, then you should just take your stuff and take it to another place.
Yeah, but some people
I could barely
probably
make my Facebook work, so you guys are mentioning all those. I was like, oh, I have no idea. what any of
Well,
it-
OnlyFans is just all over the place because it was actually an innocent thing where like celebrities just like put content on there, like their day-to-day life content, like more personal content, and then it just fucking quarantine happened and boom, it was just like, nope, we're gonna make money by being naked and doing all this and make hundreds of millions of dollars, pretty much. Oh, I just bought a new house after being on OnlyFans for a month. It's just like, holy shit, dude. Like, but at the same time, if that's how you're making your money, that's how you're making a living, and it doesn't bother you, then do what you
They're
gotta
selling
do.
their souls.
or your butthole.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whatever. Hey, they can do anything. I'm not trying to sound
No.
judgmental or shame anyone
why-
at all.
I know.
Like
We're
that
pretty
could've came
kosher
across
people.
wrong.
We don't care what you do.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Don't give a crap.
long
As
as
long
it's
as you're a
not my-
nice person, I don't
Yeah.
give a shit. But if you're mean,
I will treat you how you treat me. Period.
That's not exactly true. If someone comes and rubs their genitals in your face, you're not going to necessarily stand up and rub your genitals in
I'm
their
not
face.
gonna do that. Okay, you found the loophole.
No, that's the
He
loophole.
always finds the loophole.
Like,
Maybe okay. So I'll tell a story. Well, it's a story about a man who went into one of my work bathrooms and he must have been on some kind of drug of some kind or something. And he said, go into the bathroom and, jizz everywhere. He pleasured
Relieved
himself
himself, yeah.
in the bathroom, which is fine. Here, I'm not judging anybody, okay? We're
Well, I
having
don't
a
think it's
conversation.
actually technically legal to do this in
But,
public restrooms.
you know, this is the thing. You need to clean up after yourself. But this man got it all over the bathroom, all over the wall.
Oh, he knew what he was doing.
Well, he knows
Tissues
exactly
everywhere.
what he's saying.
Ah,
Well, he was helping you out by sticking the tissue
I'm glad
to
I
it.
wasn't there. This is just word of mouth, but that's exactly what happened, apparently.
So did you stick the tissue to it just to let you know which spots was where you need
Sometimes
to clean?
you just know what's going on.
Stick a black light in there.
Oh, yeah, I got a point.
Well, now I don't want to use the bathroom. I
Yeah.
don't care if it's been cleaned.
I wouldn't want to do the bathroom after that either.
Uh-uh.
Of course, I wouldn't want to do the bathroom before that.
It doesn't. I don't think about people doing that in the bathroom.
Well, I mean, imagine every motel you've ever been in or hotel.
Oh, they definitely. Yeah.
Anyone.
Well, I
Like-
have a hard time sitting on the couches when we go to these rooms. Like, they give you these nice luxury couches, and I'm like, did you really Lysol that? Did you wipe it all?
Well, it's just like, remember what that hotel that we
Don't
went
say
to?
the name.
We're not going to say the name, but Ashlee walked by the door,
Man,
right?
this was like a 1 minute
looking
thing.
in, see the bed is totally not made. You're
It's like
you know,
fucked up.
somebody hasn't made it yet. Walk back like 3 seconds later, and it's totally made. It's like, okay, you didn't change those sheets.
No, you just
There's
made
no
them
way you
look
changed
nice.
those sheets. So you just pulled it up, and it's just like,
And
Come
it
on.
was bad.
Come on.
This place had holes in the furniture, like black, brown spots all over the fucking carpets. It was a walk-in from 1989, and they had old Panavision fucking televisions with the big box on the back, and a 88 fucking TV in the bathroom.
oh, the one with the antenna.
They
They actually got a great picture, though.
I love nostalgic stuff, but this was a fucking nightmare.
like that could be like what you're describing is like any motel in Washington that I've stayed. Like, it could, like so many of them. Like so many of them. The one up the street.
Yeah.
Hey,
The one
this
in
is
the,
one
if I'm
that
paying $50
claims to be.
for it, sure. Fuck yeah, dude. $50. I'll pay. But I'm not. I'm just gonna throw numbers out there. Paid like over $200 for this room, and it was probably worse than a Motel 6 with the fucking hole in the mattress that we saw.
Motel
Like
6.
Hollywood, yeah.
So I would look at a Motel 6 like a McDonald's. Like
Yeah.
it's going to be satisfactory though.
Yeah.
Like for the most part. Like they're probably going to be extremes, but it's going to
Not
be
the one in Hollywood.
No,
Not
our
that one.
doorknob fell off. I got locked.
Close the door, the doorknob.
Hollywood's different. the Motel 6 in Hollywood would be the lowest rung
Yeah.
It
of places
was
to
pretty
stay.
bad.
I mean, it would just be among them. Like
Yeah,
you,
we learned that the hard
like,
way.
but hey, I would say that the McDonald's in Hollywood probably be pretty rough too.
Probably.
You know.
Oh yeah, we went a few years ago, and it was bad then.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I really want to go back right now.
Yeah, if I'm gonna be in
probably
Hollywood,
way
I'm gonna
worse.
eat someplace that is like a little more. I don't know. Not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like
We're just saying that there's you know what you're paying for.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna pay some high coinage for something, you want a nicer space.
Is podcast winding down?
Yeah.
Podcast. We're I
Podcast
don't know.
putting his shoes
We're
on. See,
kinda
it's like
chilling.
Mr.
Oh,
Rogers.
we're chilling today.
It's like Mr.
We got
Rogers.
this, like,
we started out,
Very
it takes
mellow
his shoes
vibe
off.
going on today.
And then, so
I
we gotta
think it
get
started with you taking your
you
shoes
gotta have a
off.
cardigan sweater. We gotta have a whole intro. Have us like walking in here and sitting
Howdy,
down and set it
neighbor.
up, and then taking off cardigan
I
sweaters.
usually
How's
have
your day?
A sweater or something like it, but I currently don't.
Well, I want to talk to you
Too hot
about
today.
my goldfish, Jeffrey. And Jeffrey, see his tank?
It would be really easy to do little Mr. Rogers things like
We
that.
should do that.
Yeah.
We should do it.
I wouldn't change my shoes, but I'd change a jacket into a sweater or something.
Well, everybody.
We're winding down. The show's over now.
It's the MAWPCAST 1 podcast. Oh yeah, like us, subscribe, follow the bands, give them some money, buy their merch,
Buy their shit.
do all the things.
You know what? When you go to their shows, don't ask them for discounts on anything.
No discounts.
Pay full
price.
full price, and then tip them on top of that.
Some people are
Because-
super poor. All they can afford, they
I will
saved up
say,
their pennies
babe,
to go to that show.
I guess I shouldn't say that because
Well,
I
if they can,
did
if
not
they have
pay
the
for a
ability to do
concert.
that,
I do understand.
do
I
that
didn't pay for a
because I mean,
concert
musicians were literally
Bought your shirt, so.
cut off basically from everything, and they're still they're like the first ones cut off and the last ones to be let back out there. So they're the ones that are struggling the most and stuff. So help them out, give them some love.
That's right, Chris.
PSA from Chris.
Go enjoy the weather.
Yep, it's a beautiful week.
Even though by the time you guys watch this, it's going to be crappy weather.
They could live in a country where the weather's just bad right now.
That's true. That's true.
Montana, it's snowing. So.
Is it snowing in Montana?
No.
Yeah, it is. It's
is?
on and off. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
There's still snowing out there in Lincoln, Montana.
Well,
now you know.
all I can say is good thing we don't live in Montana.
All right, bye, guys.
See ya.
That's it.
Got one foot on the highway, I got the other one in me. Now if I took
when the outcome's always poor. The auction shut the market down. All the sacks of skin I could sell away, and you know it's probably for the best. This solace and drink I don't need it someday. I guess your miles just don't mean much when you're still young today. Well, it's true. You can sell yourself away. It's true. I hear the middleman will pay the merely fetching price if you're willing to take a stab in the back, and you know you might save a life, not your own.
As a second hand creeps by, can't see with silica in my eye. How can anything be new to me? Like my lungs have finally learned to parade. Notorious for pressing forward, unwavering fucking drive. Never let it be written for me. Always had to question why. Building, stripping back the skirt to see what's under, never know where to begin. Once you discover, sinking back, I close my eyes to see what's in me, letting all that I've inside emerge. Click clack as a hammer crashes down. I'm feeling more lost instead of found. I wanna be the ruler of the world. I cannot find the crown. Notorious for pressing forward, unwavering fucking drive. Never let it be written for me. Always had to question why. Every stripping back the where to begin? What to discover? Sinking back, I close my eyes to see what's in me, letting all that I've inside emerge. No more hiding behind, my wheels need to spin. My mind needs freedom. I think of what might have been. I let it all come to the surface of my skin and peel back the layers until I find what's within. What's under, never know where to begin. What to discover, sinking back, I close my eyes to see what's in me, letting all that I've inside compliment the sativa. It's a retriever, signal go ones as I'm rolling my brew. Was so cold I had to check and see if it was frozen. Few I chosen, but all of y'all get called. Some go off to college, some stay broke, but some of us gone. Fuck no, I'm moving too swift for the law. Keeps my mouthpiece in their ears, there ain't nothing higher that they feed. Let the rhythm up in your ear. Gotta keep it coming. Ain't nothing in life out here with fear. Let the rhythm up in your ear. Gotta keep it coming. Ain't nothing in life out here with fear. She be hot like Keisha. Hallucinations, deja vu. When I see you reminiscences of your sweet taboo. Chocolate, chocolate, I'm sexy, but your senses not it. Wanna hit this hot to them, one by one, bumble cocktail. Got tatted, but my romantic metallic tactics. Gonna make this actress on mattress acrobatic, this basic. She's flashing, and what she's showing, I'm knowing is growing. Rubber caught my audience, some soul disease, not that they glowing. Make places, only deuces. And my aces on a daily basis. I'm be getting them girls like changing faces. Don't be walking past my way, fake. On a day I parlay, say, hey, I'm into the back, more girls that look like nay. So let the rhythm in your ear. Let the rhythm up in your ear. Check it out. Get the fucking high. Nothing in life out here we feel. Let the rhythm up in your ear.
I be digging all up in your ear. Ain't nothing out here that we fear that this coming in. I hope it don't see, man. Why these bitch ass niggas wanna be, man? But I don't care. I got the nuts up in my underwear. So tell your niggas that you can come and stare at the deuce click from the 206. Ha ha. I'm from the city where it rains all the time. Where there's no solution to the crime. I can't be nine, but in the 9, the deuce is right behind. In case a nigga wanna pull a bullet in my spine, I tell my mama not to worry, cause it ain't gonna be me dead in the cemetery. So wipe the tears out your fucking eyes. Surprise and realize some players on the uprise in your ear.
Let the rhythm up in your ear, rhythm up in your ear. Gotta keep it calm.
Without action, no control, and I'm so back to rock and roll.
first met, it was a beautiful thing. She had physical features, the best I've seen. For 21 days, she was my friend and my lover. But I learned fast, don't judge a book by the cover. She was a perfume girl at a cosmetic counter. Her high fashion charm was the one thing about her that reeled me in, took me for a ride. But she was ugly underneath, just pretty on the outside. I gave her quite a bit of money, but she wanted more. Got her a bouquet of flowers she didn't care much for. A high price to pay for something that cheap, but that's what happens when it's all skin deep. Yeah, not much underneath, just pretty on the outside. Her little pretty girl world didn't impress me. Once I got past the part that meets the eye, for 3 short weeks, I gave her the best of me. Oh, but that was long enough when she's just pretty on the outside. Hey, I was messing with the devil in a pretty disguise. Clever and crafty, a real work of art. Good thing I got out before I let her dissect my heart. Yeah, ain't got much more to say, just a little advice. If you like those pretty girls, better think twice, 'cause they can reel you in, then leave you totally fried when they're ugly underneath, just pretty on the outside. Pretty girl world, it didn't impress me. Once I got past the part that meets the eye, for 3 short weeks, I gave her the best of me. But that was long enough when she just pretty on the outside. Hey, much underneath, just pretty on the outside.
I'm chasing dreams to feel something that is real. I'm chasing dreams to feel something that is real. Dreams can just go passing by the tips of your fingers. It just dies. Don't let it go.